Mimi sipendi kurekodi mimi. You know, statistics inaoneshana most people don't go through the recording. They don't go through this. That's why it is not encouraged. To encourage you live. Yeah. Like YouTube. Don't become famous, popular. You know, it makes you to become popular. And I don't want to be popular. Popular is dangerous. Yeah? Being popular is so dangerous, baby. Hii mambo ya kutaka limelight, ati unataka kuonekana nini. Keep it simple. The people can handle it. Very few. Very few. Maisha ishi private. Enjoy vitu zako private. And on the day that utataka success, fame is a god. Fame is a god. So last time tumeangalia introduction ya marketing. Tukasema what is marketing? Na marketing was that situation whereby we were taking an approach to getting success in the focus towards our customers. And thereafter, we were able to look at what is called the marketing philosophies. Alafu tukachukulia tunaitwa marketing mix. Na kwa hii marketing mix tukachukulia tunaitwa the 4 P's. The 4 P's of marketing. So tukaandika product. What is a product? A product is what will satisfy the needs and the wants of the customers. And also a product is what you manufacture. Ukaangalia the system theory. The system theory inakwambia, the system theory of management inakwambia, when you take inputs, you convert them through a process, you get the output. So then your output know the product. So we say that a product should be able to meet the needs of the customer, and to be able to understand more about the product, you are able to look at something called the product life cycle. And we see that the product goes through 4 stages. We have the intro stage, we have the growth stage, and then we have the maturity stage, and then we have the decline stage. And then we give advice on what you can do at each stage. When the product is in the introduction stage, that product is not really selling a lot, and also people don't know about it, and you want to maintain your quality, you want to do some advertising, you want to reduce the cost of distribution and such things. You also want to do what is called mass production. The production concept. The production concept. You are producing mass so that your product is readily available for those who need it. Okay? Thereafter, we say that we need to appreciate something called the BCG matrix. The BCG matrix is a portfolio analysis, is an approach that enables us to classify products into 4. We have kuna question marks, kuna dogs, kuna stars. So these are the 4 positions. Actually, let me call them positions. These are the 4 positions that a product can be in. Your product is either a question mark, your product is either a dog, your product is also a star, or it could be a cash cow. So because at the end of the day, it is either one of that. It is either one of that. So the question now becomes, how do you deal with the product? How do you deal with the product? If your product is a question mark, it has the potential to be a star. It has the potential, Let me not say potential. If you don't monitor it, itageuka kuwa dog. No. So if you have a question mark, what you want to do is that you want to do research, you want to do research and development, you want to monitor it closely, you want to invest in it, and then you transform it to become a star. If you have a dog is just consuming, lakini high produce. So how do you deal with a dog? Hello, you want to invest, you want to divesture the dog, you want to liquidate the dog, you want to sell off the dog, you want to retrench the dog, you want to liquidate. Now, you have a star. A star has a high growth market rate and a high market share. And the potential is very high. It can become a cash cow. So in your stars, you want to invest more in your stars. You want to diversify your stars. You want to maintain the quality of your stars. You want what is called build on. You want to build on your stars. If you're able to build on your stars, you can convert them to become cash cow. So you have a cash cow. This is where you get your money from. So you want to harvest your cash cow. You want to build on your cash cow. You want to diversify your cash cow. Now, as I said, this under the BCG and under the product life cycle, at each stage, please go back to the SWOT. For SWOT, kuna ST strategies. No. Kuna SO strategies, SW strategies, OT strategies, OW strategies. Have I gotten it right? Kuna SO, SW, alafu OT, na OW. So at each of these strategies, for example, if you have a dog, you'd want to go for OT strategies. Question mark OW. You have a cash cow, SO. You have a strength and there's an opportunity. Also, if you go back to the 4 stages of the product life cycle, there's what you can do at each stage. There's you can decide how you do OTW and all of that. So you go here. Thereafter, tukaangalia price. That was number 1, price, product. Number 2 was price. Price is 2 ways. Price is what I am willing to pay. And also price is the monetary value that has been attached to a product. Everybody will attach a monetary value. Kama ni hii chupa, mtu atakabe chupa 350. Am I willing to meet this price? No. Hiyo simu ni ngapi? 1300. Am I willing to meet the price? Yes. So the customer must have that element whereby they are a willing buyer. In economics tunasemanga you are willing and able. Yeah. Sio kushisikia concept. Kuna concept you are willing and able. Hello, willing and what? Able. To be willing and able means that you are interested in the good and then you have the capability of buying the good. Because there are those who like to have the interest, but they don't have the capability. Or what we do shopping, and in future one day we'll do this. Hello, capability is bado iko bado sita, yeah. But what unaangalianga? Unaingia kwa Toyota, pale hivi Nyayo, unaingia ndani, unaingia kwa gari, unakurumisha, unaangalia this guy is nice, anakwambia yes, una negotiate price, alafu unaambia I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I'll come one day, I'll come. Sasa wewe inamaanisha unaweza kuwa willing to buy, but you are unable. No, so the price now, when you are able to buy, you are able to do what is called acquisition, or you buy the product. So we had a concept that we are saying, whenever you set the price, there are factors that you consider. You consider the cost of production. You also consider the rival's price. You also consider your market price. You also consider the inflation. Kama sisi kuna story inflation sana. You consider, yes, you set your price. Unaangalia inflation rate inaenda, exchange rate, na vitu kabisa. Pwani oil imefunga apparently. Kwa nini? Hakuna dollars. So unaona hiyo ni currency. Currency imeanza ku affect. Currency exchange rate ina affect nini? Pwani, ama business. So these are factors that you consider as you set your price. Now, we have the strategies of pricing, and that is what the examiner wants to test you. Normally, anatakanga 5 ama 4. So we have what is called freemium. We have what is called premium pricing. We have what is called psychological pricing. We have psychological. Psychological, I said, look, kitu inauza 1,000, but it ended up being sold at 999. So that is something that is of interest that you would have to be able to appreciate. So having said so, today we pick from place. And we're not just picking from place. We had already made an introduction to place. And we had said place utility has to do with providing good at a point of convenience. Why? Because if the product is not at convenience, then there's no way I'm buying it. Una prefer maziwa gani? Kama KCC. Kama kuna KCC, Mount Kenya. Kama kuna Mount Kenya, Tuzo. Kama kuna Tuzo, Ilara. Kama kuna Ilara, nipewe tu maziwa yenye iko. There's that hierarchy of preference, you know? Like in town, you do, look, ukiwa Nairobi unasikia njaa, you want to eat KFC. Kama kuna KFC, Deboreas. Kama kuna Deboreas, Galitos. So you have a preference. So if you are to go to an area that is not Nairobi, you'd look at your preference and then select one. So if your top priority was KFC, the only way KFC continues to access your service is by asking themselves, where do our customers move from? Nairobi, Nakuru, Naivasha, Mombasa, Kisumu. So if those are the top points that our customers are makuanga, then those are also the locations we need to have our places to do what? To serve them. So distribution, all right? So we had what is called, someone called the marketing chain or the distribution chain. And I say that the distribution chain, this is that link between the producer and the ultimate consumer. Kuna wale wakapa katikati, we call them middlemen. Call them middlemen. Also intermediaries. Middlemen. Feminists wakianza agenda watasema wasitwe middlemen, waitwe middle person. Middle what? Middle person. So middlemen or the intermediaries, they are interested in facilitating. So the question for the examiner is this: do you know their roles? And I don't know my students this. The role of the intermediary is just the role of the producer. See, producer ana engage in packaging, pia anafanya packaging. The producer engages in marketing, pia ana engage in marketing. The producer engages in pricing, pia anafanya pricing. Because the product ikitoka inaweza kulitoka 10 shillings. Ikifika hapa kwa wholesaler, iko 12 shillings. Ikifika hapa kwa retailer, iko 14 shillings. Ikitoka hapa ikakuwa a sack of 90 kgs. Hapa ikakuwa a sack of 50 kgs. Hapa 25 kgs. Ukiuziwa na kupimwa kilo sukari moja ama sukari 2 kgs. So they're involved in packaging of the goods. They also engaged in communication and feedback. They also solve the problems of the customer. So they solve that issue for you. So the examiner is really interested in whether you are able to understand some of the responsibilities of the intermediaries. Okay, thereafter, I say that whenever you are selecting a channel member, there are things you need to focus on. Usichague tu mtu yoyote. Kuna watu wezi tumwa. Kuna watu wezi tumwa bana. Unaweza kutumwa jamaa chipo kama wewe when you are young. Ukitumwa chipo, what do you do? Unawacha kamoja. Ndio maana sasa if you are to send an intermediary mwenye anawacha mimi na wewe. Si chipo itafika kama haijatosha. au unatuma mtu maziwa, akikuja anakunywa alafu anaongezea nini? Maji. So you see, it's really important that we have the right intermediary. The right intermediary will determine our success. The right intermediary will be, they have a role to play in the success of the company. So we normally look at their reputation. What kind of reputation does your intermediary have? If your intermediary has a poor reputation, definitely your products are going to sell. When you're also selecting intermediary, please look at their infrastructure, because the infrastructure will determine their capability to deliver. When you're looking at the infrastructure, the intermediary, also look at their values. Actually, tunitanga morals ama values. If you deal with someone who does not have integrity, you will understand why integrity is important later on. If you're dealing with an intermediary who is lacking transparency, you will suffer for that. Remember, reputation is different from morals and values. The morals and values will have an impact on your reputation, but even before you consider this, is the reputation, and those are two separate points. All right? Thereafter, look at the technology. What kind of technology does your intermediary have? You want to deal with an intermediary that has the latest and the best technology. They will deliver on time. They will be able to meet the new needs that are being demanded for in the market. So that was that. So today, I want us to look at what is called the distribution strategies. Let's look at the distribution strategies. Distribution strategies. Distribution strategies. What are the strategies of distribution? What are the strategies of distribution? Yeah. So say this, yeah? The following are the distribution strategies. The following are the distribution strategies that a manager can opt for. The following are the distribution strategies that a manager can opt for. The following are the distribution strategies that a manager can opt for. And number one, indirect distribution. Indirect distribution. Indirect distribution. Indirect distribution. Indirect distribution. Indirect distribution. Say this. This is where the product reaches the customer. This is where the product reaches the customer through numerous channels. Through numerous channels in between. In between. In between. i.e., use of agents, wholesalers, and retailers. i.e., use of agents, wholesalers, and retailers. Yeah. So now, maybe kuna kitu moja I've come to notice is that sometimes the examiner is interested in frustrating people in the sense of unafunza tu indirect distribution na unaachia hapo. But then the examiner may want to know, why would you go for indirect distribution? See, now that's a management question, and that's why I encourage my students, tell them, read widely as possible. Brainstorm on your feet, because now on paper, generally, I may not discuss why you need to go for that. I'll just tell you this is a strategy, but why would you go for it? So no. So maybe now think about products as nafanyikanga. For example, think about milk. Think about beer. Why do they normally use indirect distribution? Let us say, for example, the business has a wide reach or a wide area, geographical area to cover. If the business has a wide geographical area to cover, it may need in these geographical areas. Nyingine, cost benefits. For example, when these ones you use them, they reduce for you the cost of setting up a business in each geographical area. Sit down. Okay, very good. Cost distributors. Very good. Nyingine, tuseme, you want to remote areas. There are remote areas that will always access. They allow you to access. See there? Think about risk factor. Risk factor. When you engage these persons, they bear the risk. Then they bear the risk of selling the product, and they have already compensated you for the product. So, in as much as I may not directly discuss these things, it is expected because ulisoma management, ukaulizwa, why do you go for indirect distribution? You'll be able to come up with the reasons and justifications why you can go for indirect distribution. So, hiyo ndio ya kwanza. Indirect distribution. Aya pili, direct distribution. Ni kwa nini mtu aende for direct distribution? Kama a bank. Most of the time banks do direct distribution. But also notice this. Banks squeezy ziko na agent. Na nikuulize swali, huyo agent, is he an employee of the company? So which means hiyo ni nini? So ni kwa nini banks ziliamua kuwa na agent? Hapo ndio zapata point mbili. Why did banks decide to have agents? Convenience. Customer asikuje wapi? Kwa banking hall. Convenience. Banking allowed for the agents. Why? To allow for convenience. What is another reason banks went for agents? Because of technology. Kukatokea technology yenye allow banking kuwork through the agents. Because kama mobile banking ingetokea na sijui hiyo zote, then there would be no that one. So you see, that is now management concern. That's a management issue. There are many strategies of distribution. I'll give you 7 or 6. There are many. But then, why would you choose one? Sasa in chapter 1, Introduction to Management. Why do we make the decisions we make? Most of the time to save cost, convenience, technology, risk, cost, Julian. Yes?
The more they open,
yeah, because the branch, but for example, another reason why maybe the branches started closing down is because the cost of running the branch is quite high. So now the company may decide to cut and use an agent. Unasema cost cutting measure, you use the agent and then you withdraw yourself. That's a reason why you go for what? Indirect distribution. So it's not outright, maybe we have that discussion, but it is expected that you know that. So then the appeal, direct distribution, where the company either directly sends the product to the end customer, where either the company directly sends the product to the end customer, or the channel length is very less, or the channel length is very less, or the channel length is very less, or the channel length is very less. That one. So now, why would you do this? Angalia kama iji tumetangwa hii duka inuzanga manguo Kenya. What am I forgetting their name? Acha Mr. Price. Awacha Woolworths, brand yao ni color green. Hello? What are these guys called? And they have a branch down there, karibu na railways. And they have Alifunga. And in Eldoret, they have another one also along near the Naivas. In Nakuru, they have another one. In Mombasa, they have another. Hello, guys. Yeah, these guys who are distributors of Ozana Nguo in Kenya. What are they called? I'm forgetting their name. You want collections. Usiseme King's Collection. What are they called? I'm forgetting their name, no problem. So you will go for direct distribution. If we have also these guys who sell oil products, oil products, such as the Caltex, they would want to distribute themselves. Why do you want to reduce your? Why do you want to sell the product yourself? We have these ones. What is that association called in Kenya? Why would you want to set up your own petrol station? Why would you want to do that? Why would you? Ni kwa nini unataka set up your own petrol? Angalia again, risk. You very good. Jade collections. Umegugulaje? What about Jade collection? Yeah, very good. Thank you for reminding me. Hello. I've been to the one in Nairobi, the one in Eldoret, Nakuru, and I was there. Why would they decide to set up their own place? Because there's something there. So let me come to the reasons why you want to do this. Risk. So you want to reduce the risk. You also come to something called the nature of the product. There are products you don't allow someone to sell them on your behalf. You have to sell them yourself. You don't allow someone else to do it on your behalf. Another reason would be you want to have a direct contact with your customer. You want to have a direct contact with your customer, and that is why you may want to go for what? Direct distribution. Another reason would be technology. Technology that will allow you to sell the product directly. Look at Netflix. Netflix has been able to grow because of internet. They don't have to sell their movies through someone. Themselves, they launch an app, they launch a channel, and they do the business themselves. Yeah. You're able to sell your things direct. Yeah, you sell your product direct. So the technology na kuala ufanye direct distribution. Nyingine cost benefit. Maybe just now the opposite. Maybe ukitumia agent na wholesaler and retailer, they are more expensive. So you'd rather do it yourself. Ingine, you have the advantage of infrastructure. Maybe uko na building yako Nakuru, uko na building yako ingine Mombasa, no uko na like Indians. That's what the Indians have been doing. They have an advantage of whereby the premise of the business belongs to them. So they have a land in Nakuru, they have a land in Kisumu, they have a land in Nairobi, they have a land in Mombasa. And because of that advantage of location, not location but infrastructure, building, you have the building. So if you have the building, you do direct what? Distribution. So that is that. Let's go to another one. The next one, ya tatu, ni intensive distribution. Intensive distribution. This is the mass marketing of the product. This is the mass marketing of the product and distributing it to cover as much of the market as you can, and distributing it to cover as much of the market as you can. Distributing it to cover as much of the market as you want to cover as much of the market as you can. It really intensive distribution. Now, let me give you a very good example there. This is a very good example. Let us take, which is your bank? Let us take KCB. KCB in CBD. KCB in, hello, how many branches have you seen of KCB in CBD? Unakanga? Hello. As you Google, Google sasa ndo niwapatie facts vizuri. Hello, let me just write it down here. Hey bana, hey. Simu unataka kumisbehave bwana. Yes, let me show you. Let me show you these things. Naona kuna mtu ananiambia kuna moja Moi Avenue. Hello, lazima kuange na kitu Moi Avenue. KCB branches in CBD. Cha uone. Hiyo ndio inatangwa intensive distribution. Okay, ndio hizo. So, apparently kuna moja Kipande house. Kuna moja Kipande house. Right? Kuna moja Garden Plaza. What is that? Garden Plaza. Hapo ni ufundi sijui sako. Cooperative house. Kuna moja Kenco. Kuna nyingine Biashara Street. Kuna nyingine River Road. Kuna nyingine Tomboy. Kuna nyingine Salama House. Kuna moja KCC. Kuna nyingine Haile Selassie. Wewe si mimi niachie hapo bana, ziko mingi bana. Hello, Haile Selassie. Right? There's another one, University. There's another one. Hey, wait, watch out. Wait, hey, University. There's another one in Kimathi House. There's another one in head office. KCB head office. Iko hapo bado Kenco. There's another one at Highway Plaza. You know Highway Plaza? Why would KCB have so many branches in CBD and yet in Kitui town there's only one? Why would they have so many branches in CBD? And if you go to Kitui town, there's only one. You go to Machakos town, there's only one. You go to Nakuru, they have 3 branches. Why? There's something. In this market, probably they have a very high group of customers. And therefore their customers, as they are spread in this area, to ensure that they're able to reach the number of the clients that they have, hello, Emma, to reach the high number of clients, they have to do intensive distribution. Hello. Hata kama ni Coca-Cola, utazapata area fulani kuna distributors wawili wa Coca-Cola. Area nyingine kuna distributors mmoja. Ingine hainanga distributor, so zao zinatokanga area fulani. I hope that concept is sinking in. Yeah. All right. Yes. If you go to Kisumu, unapata KCB ziko 4 ama 5. Halafu ukienda the next village hapo after Kisumu, hakuna KCB. Kuna ATM. So, is it running intensive distribution strategy? Let's go to the next one. The next one is called selective distribution strategy. Selective distribution strategy. Selective distribution strategy. Selective distribution strategy. Sema hivi. This is having limited number of outlets. This is having a limited number of outlets. This is having a limited number of outlets. This is having a limited number of outlets. So again, the example there would be KCB in Machakos town, 1 branch. Itakuwa ni nini? Selective what? Distribution. And they want to have a presence in that area, so they have only 1 branch. But if the demand for their services were to increase, they would have 2 branches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sasa, all right. Let's go to the next one. Exclusive distribution strategy. Exclusive distribution strategies. Exclusive distribution strategy. Sema hivi. This is the franchising model. Okay, sorry. This is the franchising distribution model. This is the franchising distribution model. Sisemi ati ni ya franchise peke yake, but uinafanana na the franchising distribution model. Say this. You identify segments. You identify segments. You identify segments, and you have a point of distribution. And you have a point of distribution. Ama contact. Sasa hilo nini? Inaitwa exclusive distribution. Exclusive distribution. Hello, you can't be everywhere, so you decide to be only in some segments. Hello. That's why if you go to Machakos town, unaweza pata kuna KFC. Hello, Machakos town last year. Kama imetokelezea KFC, maybe imetokelezea kama sijajua, but the last time I was there sijaona, and I like to roam around.
Mouse.
Somebody's opening their door. Who is this? Hello. So do you? Hello, do you? Why would you have this? Hello. Exclusive distribution. You have that series. Analysis of the market. Analysis of the market enables the organization to identify those segments that have actual, willing, and able customers. You don't set up a business, ubahatishe, no. Hello? With exclusive distribution strategy, haubahatishangi. If it is there, it is a message that is being sent. Ukapata mtaani kuna KFC. Hayo si mtaachache hiyo. Hiyo si mtaachache hiyo. Mwiki. Wewe wacha umetetea mwiki sana. Mwiki kuna KFC. Mwiki Kasarani. Garage hapo. I will go there next week. I must investigate. So there's something about that area, because not everybody eats there. Not everybody eats there. But then kuna kufunza concept inaitwa market segmentation. And now you will understand why I say not everybody goes there, because there is a perception that customers have. There are people who will never walk into Big Mart. They will never walk into Big Mart simply because they perceive Big Mart to be a high-end supermarket. But they would walk to Naivas any day of the week. Wakati Nakumatt ilikuwa, acha Nakumatt Carrefour. I have a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, ananiambiaje ingia Carrefour. Namza why? Ananiambia, why would I walk into Carrefour? Mimi ninaanga Naivas. I think Carrefour is expensive. He says, I think Carrefour is expensive because of if you can buy anything cheaper. Yes. Yeah, that's their philosophy, but how have they branded themselves? What are their, come for example in CBD, where is the Carrefour? but na hiyo standard. If you ingine copy service center. How many average Kenyans you think work in the service center? So no, sasa, even your location where you set up your business will give the customer a perception about you. And if the customer perceives you as a high end, then it's unlikely that they will want to walk in there. Quickmart is quickly taking up Tuskys customers. Kwa nini ime-set up mali Tuskys ilikuwa? Unaenda stage ile ya Quickmart. Unaingia, unapata vitu kumbe ni same price na huko kwingine. You become a customer. Hello. How easily accessible do you make yourself? If you're going to place your business in particular geographical areas, then you might as well tell the customers, I'm targeting so and so, not you. So that is key. And as I've said, please ukajua distribution strategy, be able to provide some advice on why you need maybe to have that distribution strategy. Let us go to our next P. Our next P is going to be promotion strategy. Promotion, not promotion strategy. Just promotion. Just promotion. Our next P is promotion. Promotion. Sema hivi. Promotion. It's about creating awareness. It's about creating awareness and capturing the attention of the customer. It's about creating awareness and capturing the attention of the customer. It's about creating awareness and capturing the attention of the customer. It's about creating awareness and capturing the intention of the customer. So this promotion is geared towards educating the customer, addressing their concerns, that is feedback. Next one. Converting interest into actual sales. Converting interest into actual sales, among other things. That's what we promote. Kwa nini unataka kupromote? Yeah. Creating awareness. You want to create awareness. You also want to educate the customer. So you go to no area. Kichukua hivi, weke hivi, ufanye hivi. Alone, you will get the desired kind of service or interest that you have. All right. So this. To engage in promotion effectively, we embrace the following strategies. We embrace the following strategies. All right, let us draw this diagram. Very good, it is. These are online. I've shared it on your screen. Share screen. You can log in, no problem. Yeah. So that is that. To properly embrace the promotion, we need the following strategies. Sorry, your diagram. Are you able to see it? Let me go on a link. Let's log in. To see the diagram. Advertising strategy. So when you look at the advertising strategy, there you see corporate advertising. You also see issue advertising, image building. You see image building. That is advertising. So why do you want to advertise? Hello. Then we have the personal selling strategy. You want to deal with the customer. Personal confrontation. You cultivate, you build customers. You do a lot of direct marketing. Ladies and men unakutana huko Airtel, huko wakiuza line ya Airtel, Telcom, Safaricom. Unaoneko kwa gari wanaletwa mtaa yenu. Wanawagochea hapo. Kila mtu akikuja na chapa ka brochure. That's direct marketing. Yeah. Then we have the sales promotion strategy. This is whereby you do what is called direct inducement. Yeah, you offer some value. Hello, buy this, get this free. Yeah, you offer added value. Buy this product at 300 ml at 50. Next time 500 ml at 50. That is offering added value. Then you normally have what is called after sale services. Examples of after sale services. Unafanya jamaa installment. Kama umenunua fridge unafanywa transportation inaletwa hadi kwa nyumba yako. Kama umenunua DSTV unafanywa installation. Things like that. After sale services. Then we have the public relations strategy. This is whereby you want to create a positive image with the market. And therefore you are really interested in dramatization. You want to have that situation whereby you have a positive perception. You have a positive perception in the market, because if there is no positive perception in the market, really no one is interested in buying products from you. You want to have that positive perception. You want to be credible. Credibility. Credibility, bana. You want to be credible. When guys see your products, they are aware that your products are of value, your products can be trusted. Yeah, and then you do what is called CSR. CSR meaning corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility. You want that. You want to engage the market. You give them employment. You solve their problems. Okay. Let us go back. I hope we made a diagram. I believe we made isn't it? Okay. Now, as I've said, there are normally several reasons why we do promotion. I believe tumeziandika. Ya kwanza nilisema ni to build awareness. Nyingine nikasema ni to create the interest. To generate demand, and then of course nilisema to convert that interest into actual sales. All right, skip and say this. A manager can embrace the following promotional strategies. A manager can embrace the following promotional strategies. A manager can embrace the following promotional strategies. manager can embrace the following promotion strategies. Number one, face-to-face selling. Number one, face-to-face selling. Face-to-face selling. What is face-to-face? Kama hapa saizi nakuuzia face-to-face. Face-to-face. Say this. Use of salesperson to persuade the customer. Use of salespersons to persuade the customer. Sasa unaweza pata mtu anakuuliza swali kama hii. Sasa ni swali ya staffing function. Nataka nikuoneshe vile examiner anapenda kuwaza. Hebu sikia hii swali. Na si lazima ujibu swali. Yaani katu hii swali, as an HR, what are some of the factors you consider as a HR? What are some of the factors you consider when hiring salespersons? Hii ni swali sasa, jibu iko kwa staffing function. Let us flip our notes tafadhali just for a second, yeah? Tufungue notes zetu tuende kwa nini? Staffing function. Tuangalie factors to consider when recruiting. I want to show you what the exam. Sometimes examiner anapenda kutu enjoy. Tibu enda pale kwa staffing function. Angalia factors to consider when recruiting. Umefika pale kwa staffing function. Factors to consider when recruiting. Uliandika notes mingi aje. Pale kwa HR, staffing function. Umeziona guys online? Laura, how are you doing? Have you seen them? Umeziona? Factors to consider when staffing. Niliwaandikia points mzuri kama muzioni. Hello Emma, Brian, are you able to see the points? Umezipata? Hakuna? Umepata? Okay, sawa, angalia hapo mbele hapo basi. Meaning and importance. So need factors to consider when staffing: age, experience, qualification. Kuna mali nilipata na points kama hizo. Ui. Amuzioni? Kwa hizo factors umesema components affecting staffing ni nini? Hizo ni manpower planning. Songe hapo mbele kwa kuna mali kwa angalia kwa recruitment, factors affecting recruitment and selection.
Advantages of external recruiting, steps involved in the selection.
Achana steps za selection, kuna factors za consider when selecting. Hebu angalia hapo kwa step 1 ya selection.
So selection, the process of steps involved in the selection procedure. Receipt of applicants, screening.
So hapo kwa receipt, what are there factors that have been mentioned there? Age, experience. Mbona mimi notes zangu zinanionyesha hizo points? All right. There are points there uko nazo hapo kwa staffing. Just if you go through your notes polepole utazipata. Zinasema factors to consider when recruiting. Kuna za factors za consider ukirecruit na hata ukiselect. Na zile points niliwaandikisha zilikuwa age, sex, that is gender, knowledge background, experience, things of the sort. You have them there. Just find the time and read them. So essentially, you may be in the topic of marketing and sales, but then the examiner may always find a way to tie something here back to even organizing. Even to unaweza sikia mtu anakuambia sales persons are involved in andike swali so that we want to jaribu kuelezea. Sales persons are involved in actual dealings with the customer. Sales persons are involved in actual dealings with the customer. And it's important, since the manager delegates this function to them. It's important since the manager delegates this function to them. And it's important since the manager delegates this function to them. Full stop. What are the factors to consider before delegating work? What are the factors to consider before delegating work? What are the factors to consider before delegating work? What are the factors to consider before delegating work? So, tuko kwa sales, tuko kwa chapter into marketing management. But this is a question that hata ikulizi mambo ya marketing. No. Like this question is taking you back to the organizing function. It is under organizing that tulisoma kitu nini? Delegation of work. Before you delegate work, what are the factors you'd consider? Maybe you'd consider things like this. Are the workers trained? Because uzi delegatea kazi, mtu ambaye yuko trained. What is the attitude of the worker? If they have a poor attitude, you don't want to delegate work to somebody who has poor attitude. Level of supervision required. If there are people who can work with no supervision, little or no supervision, then you delegate work to them. The nature of the activity. If it's a sensitive task, you don't want to delegate sensitive tasks. Not only delegate, you delegate part of it. See yote. So you see, this is a question of organizing and why we normally delegate. But unapata the examiner, the first part of the question venye anaiframe, anakuframia hiyo swali ni kama unahitaji knowledge ya nini? Marketing management. Kumbe the knowledge you need to answer that question iko wapi? Kwa functions of management. Lazima nakuuliza swali. The marketing manager must be a good leader. What are some of the leadership styles he can use? Sasa, yes, this one is marketing management anymore. No, it's just the framing of the question. If you want the answers, unaenda wapi? Kwa leadership. A marketing manager has to make decisions. What are the factors to consider when making decisions? Tulisoma decision making and factors to consider when making what? Decisions. So we have that situation, and when we go through our past papers, we will see a lot of that. Whereby the question, the first part of the question is framed as if inakuuliza ni swali ya creativity and innovation. But really, if you want to get the answer, there's another topic that you need to refer to. So that is that. Let us go to the next promotional strategy. Inaitwa social media. This is the use of the online platforms to market your product. This is the use of the online platforms to market your product. E.g. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. E.g. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. Yeah. Now, very good. What are the advantages of using social media? What are the advantages of using social media? What are the advantages of using social media as a tool of marketing? What are the advantages of using social media as a tool of marketing? What are the advantages of using social media as a tool of marketing?
Why would a manager go for this? Ni kwa nini? Why would a manager go for this one? 8 marks. So you see, that's really not even a question of marketing. That's a question of what does social media do for us? It is very fast. It is very fast. Hello. You get to access very, 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 very large audience. Namba ingine, it is 24 hours. Unaweza post usiku, unaweza post mchana. Ingine, you are able to access the whole world. Ukipost Facebook, you are accessing the whole global market. Another advantage, it is cheap. All you have to do is open a Facebook account. See that? Nyingine, you can be able to combine it with other tools of marketing. Kama graphics na pictures na hivyo. Sio unatengeneza picha yako alafu na upload Facebook. Sio unajichapa ma filters hapo unasema I'm available alafu na upload nini? Facebook. Ndio. So you are creating a market for yourself and creating demand. Alright, you can instant feedback, not just see feedback, instant feedback. Wakati umeupload picha yako pale hivi, umeupload product yako pale Facebook, customers wana comment hapo directly. Now, hizo advantages zote ziko. Hizo ni vitu tuna expect, tunaweza brainstorm kama hapo nazo. See, the presupposition is that si lazima ufuzwe to class, because by this time section 5 there are things that you are aware of. There are things that you are aware of. Now, what are the challenges, merits, disadvantages of using social media? Now, that is something now also you'd be expected to know because you have been working and you know these things. Hello. You can be hacked. It's not so secure. It can be hacked. Number 2, it can lead to your reputation being ruined. Ume-upload your product, then not once you comment negative happen. And you know Kenyans wakianza, mtu mmoja tu akianza hivi, the rest they follow. It can ruin your reputation. Nyingine, it creates a lot of interest, but generally unaweza angalia actual sales, hakuna actual sales. So be able to brainstorm why you think using social media as a tool of marketing would not be advantageous to a company. Let's go to the next one. Public relations. Public relations. Public relations. Say this. This is use of a brand image. This is the use of a brand image in the media. This is the use of a brand image in the media to create a positive perception. To create a positive perception and reduce negative voices. To create a positive perception and reduce negative voices. See this? The manager can use press conferences. The manager can use press conferences. The manager can use press conferences. Media interviews, and press release. Media interviews and press. So let me stop there with regard to the promotion strategies. Ziko mingi. Hata kuna ingine inaitwa door to door, ingine inaitwa charity, ingine inaitwa customer loyalty program. Ushisikia customer loyalty program? I think uko na card maybe ya Quickmart, uko na maybe card ya Naivas. Hiyo ni customer loyalty program. Unapatiwa points. Hello. Una-encourage upate points, alafu unaweza ziredeem. Nyingine kuna kitu inaitwa branded promotional gifts. Branded promotional gifts. There are so many strategies here we can use. So many. You can also use radio, TV, billboard, newspaper. There are so many ways of advertising. I can't go into all of them. All right. Let us go to our next and the last part of this discussion is going to be the skipper line, the additional P's. because imeshaangalia product, price, promotion. So let me look at the last thing, and I mentioned the additional piece, because sometimes the examiner anaweza matoa kuulize nini? The 7 P's. Mention the 7 P's. So the additional P's, say this: people, 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 people. Say this: you work with people, hyphen employees. You work with people, hyphen employees. Suppliers, influencers, and most importantly, you are targeting the customer. And most importantly, you are targeting the customer. So maybe you need to work with suppliers. You need to work with suppliers you can trust. You need to work with suppliers you can trust and who deliver on time. Sitaongelea hiyo sana kwa sababu if you go back to the 5 force industry model of Michael Porter, utapata the things we need to understand about the suppliers. So you need to work with suppliers you can trust who deliver on time. Yes. Suppliers you can trust and also who deliver on time. Okay, if it's employees, you need employees who are qualified, experienced, already unajua the staffing function. You know what we need from our employees. The next one is influencers. Influencers not over social media. You need to have good relationship with the influencers. Hello. When you have a good relationship with the influencers, they would be willing to do advertisements for you. Unawalipa on time. Hello. Kama your influencer ni Asiada. Hello. Asiada. Asiada. Hello. Unamlipa on time bana. Usipomlipa on time hata naweza imana kukuchomea kwa media. Kampuni fulani niliwafanyia ad na kunilipa. Yeah. Hello. So you need to have that positive relationship. If Eric Amondi is your influencer, pia unachagua influencer nani because unaweza kuwa ni influencer na wakingi na yeye alafu na kwa tabia mbaya. Aende achome picha, watu waanze kwa associate product yako na yeye. You end up losing. No, like Toyota. Who is the influencer for Toyota? Kipchoge. Yeah. Kipchoge Keino. Yeah. Okay. Everyone, I go pick big breweries. What? Ni kwa nini why would they go for him? Of course, in international, but even his character. Very reserved, family man. Utamuona na sarakasi siju kwa media siju alikuwa wapi amepatikana nini. Very, very disciplined. The companies that are serious go for such persons. Kuna kampuni zitaji drama, zitakutafuta mtu wa drama, mtu atakuwa tu kila saa kwa social media. They don't mind the negative positive feedback every back and forth, but there are companies which on the positive feedback consistently. This guy used to play for Kenya Rugby. Alikuwa ndangwa Humphrey what Kayange wani. You utapata jamana scandals mingi. Hata utampata kwa scandal. So you would see companies that are well established, they would want to go for such an influencer. Look at this guy called Cristiano, the likes of the Messi. Kuna venye ako disciplined. Kuna venye na behave. So utaona kampuni zenye ziko top companies, they want them because ni mtu ambaye atawaharibia jina kwa soko. So when you're working with people, you really want to work with people you can trust. People who are reliable. People who have values. Hello. So let us go to the next one. Positioning. Say this: position. Say this: you must understand your position You must understand your position in the current market. You must understand your position in the current market. You must understand your position in the current market. Are you ya kwanza a market leader? Hyphen ya kwanza a market leader. Hyphen ya pili a market challenger. A market challenger. Next one. A market follower. Alafu ya mwisho a market imitator. You must understand your position. Who are you? If you are the market leader, how should you behave? If you are the challenger na challenge nani? The leader. Then we have the follower. Follower kwa hapo tu ana make average profit. Si ana maneno mingi. And then we have the imitators. The imitators, they copy what is just being done. When you understand your position, then it enables you also to know the kind of management decisions that you are going to make, even the level of investment. Wale wawili wa kwanza, market leader and market challenger, their level of investment is very high, very, very high. Wao wanakimbizana, wana set the pace for the whole market. Let's go to the next one, the next P, process. Process. This is the translation of inputs into outputs. 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 The concern is what is the cost? What is the cost? Comma, what kind of technology do you use? What kind of technology do you use? What kind of technology do you use? And does it add value? And does it add value? And does it add value? So that is that. The process, everybody has a process. But how actually how efficient or effective is your process? Tunataka process yenye iko effective and efficient. Those are the questions you have to ask yourself when you're looking at your process. Everybody has a process, but how efficient and effective is your process? KDF. Did you see that video of how KDF is being made? Hiyo ungeacha hapo vile inakanyanganga. Uliona hiyo picha, hiyo video? Ati wanakanyanga na mguu. Jamaa anatoka anaingia kwa hiyo duka wanaosha miguu na kanyanga. It was trending some time back. So if that's the technology that they're using, then you see it. What I'm saying, if that is the technology that they're using, there are people who they see that and they no longer want that product. How do you slaughter? Actually, I'll be another very good example with our Muslim brothers and sisters. How do you slaughter him? How do you slaughter your goat? Lazima ikuwe halal. Unaona sasa? So if you are a franchise established kama KFC, and even the Muslim brothers and sisters eat there, and then ipatikane ka video hivi kidogo munachinja kuku zenyu in a way that does not meet their traditions, what do you think is going to happen? You lose all of them. No, sasa, because there's now that concept of halal. There's that concept of halal, and they are really interested in going to a place of eating that they respect these values, and they do go to KFC, they do go to Pizza Inn and all these other joints, Java, this is, but then what if now sasa ni challenge ya promotion sasa, what if sasa kutoke kitu kwa social media, dangers of social media, alafu sasa ionekana ni kama mnachinja ng'ombe zenyu, ni kama mnazilipua na bomu. Sasa you end up losing all of them. Kwa nini? Jo hiyo tu, you lose all of them. So it's really important when the process is a process that even has values. The next one, we have performance. Say this. Performance means measurable results. Performance means measurable results. Performance means measurable results. Say this. All the P's must work. All the P's must work towards. All the P's must work towards achieving the financial and strategic objectives. All the P's must work towards meeting the financial and strategic objectives. Must meet towards meeting the financial, the strategic and financial objective, or the strategic and financial objective. So, guys, I'm done with the 4 P's of marketing. Marketing mix, but sometimes they can ask you the 7 P's of marketing. So, calls the 7 P's, you have those additional P's that to me examiner ameka a while ajaulize. The last time I ulizia swali ya P's of marketing ilikuwa all the way back in 2014, 2015. I think 2014, 2013. It's been a while since we ulize the 7 P's. It's been a while. It's been a while. Kuna moja uliona mahali? Tuwache na operate dakika moja. Tebu confirm.
Concept of marketing concepts. Compare the main features.
You need the marketing philosophies.
I mean, some 4 P's of marketing that must be related to effectively
Yeah.
Differentiate those elements which are
So that was December 2021. Pilot. 4B. Ni pilot, you know, which means hiyo kufanywa pilot kufanywa na if upate ile pepe ilifanywa iko nyuma almost 20 something. Have you seen it? Hello, can open, but if you normally open your document using the PDF, you use a search, nice. Okay, search to marketing inakupatia swali zote za marketing. You found the next one? You kwa case study ndani, ndio. So it's been a while. That's what I'm saying. It's been a while since they just exclusively expressively asked what are the P's of marketing, the importance. It's been a while. It's been a while. I normally keep track of questions that are asked. So it's been a while. So normally I tell my students either kuulize kuhusu marketing philosophies or kuulize kuhusu marketing P's. Marketing mix, ndapo ndo kuna the P's. Alafu what I'm about to start right now, the marketing strategies. The marketing strategies. The marketing strategies. Na hapa kwa marketing strategies, hata sijui nitaanzia wapi. Because these concepts, most of them already nishakufunza wakati nilikuwa nakufunza tunaitwa environmental analysis. Ya kwanza ni marketing strategies. Ya kwanza ni hii. The Porter's generic strategies. The marketing strategies. Ya kwanza ni hii. The Porter's, not just the Porter's, ni Michael Porter. Lakini tuandika Porter, usiandike Michael Porter. Wanaulizanga the Porter's generic strategies. The Porter's generic strategies. Huyo Porter ni Michael Porter. Zake ni 4, acha tuzitaje. Cost leadership, no, ni 3. Cost leadership strategy. Cost leadership strategy. Nyingine. Differentiation strategy na focused strategy. Tulisema kitu kama hiyo? I think tulisema kitu kama hiyo. Unakumbuka nikisema Cost leadership nikasema you want to produce goods at the lowest possible price. And then we were given an example of Coca-Cola. Do you remember such a thing? And then under differentiation strategy nikasema you want to have a unique product and then you charge a premium price. And because you charge a premium price, though utakuwa produce kidogo, you'll be able to get profit kwa sababu they have paid extra. And we give an example of Mercedes-Benz on a differentiation strategy. Kwa juice nikataja nani? Del Monte. Unaona sasa? You need differentiation strategy. And then nikasema focus strategy. So the focus nikasema now you identify a segment. And that segment unaweza mwa uichape cost leadership ama uichape differentiation. Ya kwanza ilikuwa ni cost leadership strategy, ya pili ni differentiation strategy, ya tatu ni focus strategy. Focus strategy. You have these notes. Ama we read them again. We can always read them again. I know you guys love writing. You have them. Oh, guys online. I know you love writing. We can write them again, or you can confirm whether you have them in your notes. Aya, sawa. The next one sasa, ya kwanza ni the generic strategies. Sikia pili. The Ansoff matrix. Andika number 2, the Ansoff matrix. Sasa ndani ya Ansoff matrix andika market penetration strategy. Market penetration strategy. Ya kwanza Ansoff matrix ya kwanza ni market penetration strategy. Ya pili market development strategy. Market development strategy. The next one, product development strategy. Product development strategy. Alafu ya mwisho, diversification strategy. Number 4 yake, yeah, Ansoff. Diversification strategy. Now, do I have to again, I'm asking this by the way, missing a norma, we can go back, we can start again, we draw another diagram, and then we discuss the Ansoff matrix again. People confirm whether you have these things. You know, it's always good when I see that you confirm. I love, hii niko nayo mwalimu. It's always good, hello. It's always good if you're able to confirm. The Ansoff matrix, now Michael Porter's generic strategies. Guys online, kindly check whether you have these things and tell me. Wambui Mudhama, tell me whether you have these things. Joyce Kimani, tell me whether you have these things. Tuliziangalia pale kwa environmental analysis. Umeshazipata? Very. So the Ansoff matrix. Ansoff matrix is under intensive strategies. Angalia intensive strategies. Chain of distribution. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then diversification strategies. Okay. That's one of the lessons. The generic strategies, focus strategy, differentiation strategy. No, the 5 was no, bus. No, this one. This is value chain analysis, competitive advantage. But look at Pestel analysis, guys, not Pestel. Look at Michael Porter's 5 force model. And then immediately after Michael Porter's 5 force model, we say the Michael Porter's 5 model is to give us competitive advantage so that we understand the forces of the environment. And therefore we have what is called a value chain analysis. It helps us to beat competition by understanding what our primary factors, primary activities and support activities. And then immediately, the value chain analysis of Michael Porter enables a manager to develop the generic strategies. Michael Porter's generic strategies. So, do you understand them again? Mimi niko na energy, I have the notes, I can remember. I can give you notes mingi sana. Hello. Sijaishi ndo kupea tu notes. No, hello. Joyce, you're asking me a question that inanitoa morale. Hiyo swali yake inanitoa morale. Hello, umeiona? Yeah? I think I recorded it, but I will see. Hello. Probably the record. Tutaona kama iko. We will see. Okay, so that is that. Tutoke hapo, because now you have the strategies of marketing. What would you do if you are a manager? Unaweza mufanye diversification, unajua mambo za diversification. Unajua unaweza fanya market development, you look for new markets. Unaweza fanya product development. So as a manager you have those options. You can do what is called market penetration. What is market penetration? Using the same product, you want to have it in as many places in Kenya as possible, the same market. So hapo unaweza fanya kitu intensive distribution strategy. Hii tumekuangalia hapa hivi ya KCB. Okay, so let's go to our next issue. Marketing research and intelligence. Marketing research and intelligence. A new subtopic still under marketing. Marketing research and intelligence. Market research and intelligence. See this. Market research is the process. Market research is the process. Market research is the process of gathering. Is the process of gathering data. Is the process of gathering data from the market for decision making. Market research is the process of gathering data from the market for decision making. Market intelligence is the use of this information to gain competitive advantage. So this, engaging in market research, you source for primary and secondary information. You source for primary and secondary information. You source for primary and secondary information. Sasa hii ni swali ya QA. Tulisoma QA. Sasa unaweza sikia swali, andike swali. What are the primary sources of information? 4 marks. What are the secondary sources of information? 4 marks. Hiyo ni swali sasa ya QA, lakini tuko ndani ya leadership and management. But a manager should know about QA. What are the sources of primary information? 4 marks. What are the sources of secondary information? 4 marks. See this? Thereafter, the information is analyzed. Thereafter, the information is analyzed. Thereafter, the information is analyzed. Therefore, after the information is analyzed. Tools of data analysis. Tools of data analysis. Tools of data analysis. Tools of data analysis. Tunatumia Excel, table, gani ingine? Measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. Measures of dispersion. Measures of dispersion. Zatumia histogram, scatter diagram. Histogram, scatter diagram. Oh my. Chi-square, chi-square, linear progress. Linear? Linear progression. Linear regression analysis. Linear regression analysis. Another question. What are the tools for gathering data? What are the tools of gathering data? And interviews, focus group, focus group, survey, interviews, focus group, survey, case study, checklist, observation. Do you know Henry Fayol aligather data yake yote through observation? Observation, nyingine photography. For example, kama mambo ya campaign, I have a friend of mine who's a managing manager. Ndaka nini kitu? Policy production manager, managing campaign manager. Ni campaign manager, namba ni managing campaign manager. I have a friend of mine who's a campaign manager. And nimejua sijui jana ama ni juzi. Umepotelea wapi wewe? Sikuoni mtaani. Kimbia baba, niko kasi. So apparently he has spies. And he even bought them phones. Hello. They go around taking pictures of posters vile zimewekwa. Kama posta zao zimengolewa, wanaonesha na posta zetu mali fulani zilingolewa. Nikina fulani walingoa. Kuna billboard imewekwa hapa, billboard iko hivi iko sawa. Wakiwa meetings, they record the meetings. Tuko meeting. Watu wamekuja. House. It's a whole system of nonsense. A whole system of business that is going on. I'm not really not interested in that, but he has a group and he's really managing that group. I was very surprised. He's receiving calls from people. He has a representative in Kinani. He has a representative in Syokimau, 2 or 3. He has another representative in Morogo, another representative in Mavoko, another one in Katani. Oh my. The division of labor, subordination, follow-up, authority and responsibility, remuneration per day. People getting paid. Kunyona lipo 500 per day, kunyona lipo 1,000 per day, na kunyona lipo 5,000 per day. Ate? Niache kazi. Hello. He is working with a budget. He has a budget. I was like, this is entire man. Like all the principles of concepts of management tunasoma ziko pale na kwamba zinaapplyiwa na kwambia. Hello. Kuna wamefanya market research, wanajua in Kitengela kuna group 25 za wamama. Washatafuta namba za cheerleaders wa hizo groups. Wanajua kuna group za wababa na zina meeting wapi. So nyinyi mko meeting yenu mnaambushiwa hapo hivyo, by the way wasema mna jambo fulani ujamani chakula. The research that is being done, I was wow. The strategies that are being applied. This is a tutorial from tu hapa hivi to like area do this, area do this, area msifanye hivi. So that is politics. Really not interested in that, yeah. All right. The next one, I was saying another tool is photography, and videos, alafu the one that you really mentioned tukianza ilitwa nini? Questionnaires. You have questionnaires. So those are the tools of gathering data. All right, let me stop there. Let us go to our next one, yeah? Say this. The manager can also engage in online market research. The manager can also engage in online market research. The manager can also engage in online market research. The manager can also engage in online market research. Say this. This is the qualitative and quantitative. This is the qualitative and quantitative. This is the qualitative and quantitative analysis of the internet. Qualitative and quantitative analysis of internet. So you may want to really see how many people are watching your ads. How many people are resharing your ad? Then, how many people that watched the ad made calls? And how many of those calls translated to actual sales? Whether it's on Facebook, una posting daily. People just like and they share, and nobody really buys. Very good. That's the one. Hakuna conversion rate ya convert your interest. Sasa unataka kuchapa analysis watu wanawatch video na wana like na vitu vingi. For example, there's a colleague of mine who has a shop in Nairobi anauzanga viatu. So akona Facebook business account. Na pia akona Facebook business account na WhatsApp pia na Instagram and amazilink zote. So ukilike video inakuprompt uingie WhatsApp. So that in the WhatsApp now you can ask, hello, how can I get this shoe? No. Kwa Instagram ukilike inaweza kurefer pia kwa WhatsApp, anaweka WhatsApp number hapo. Why is he doing this? Because he tells me many people like the shoe and even comment, but people who actually call to inquire, zero. So now he's asking himself, how do I now get these people who are liking this video to talk to me through WhatsApp? So becomes interesting. He uploads a status of nice shoes. Many people view, only 10 people say nice. Of those people who say nice, 10 people, how many can he convince to actually buy the shoe? That is online marketing research. Say this, market intelligence allows you to engage in market segmentation. 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 All right. There are 4 types of market segmentation. There are 4 types of market segmentation. Let me share with you guys a diagram. Right. Share screen. Share. Look at that diagram. There are 4 examples of market segmentation. Okay, these are. I think unaziona. Kuna demographic segmentation, kuna psychographic segmentation, kuna behavioral segmentation, na kuna geographic segmentation. Yeah, so you can segment your market according to those 4 variables. I hope unachora, guys online. I hope unachora, shora hiyo diagram. Yes. This is the point I was telling you guys. Now you'll understand why some products, ukiona duka fulani in a particular area, watu unajua vizuri this you're being targeted. Because if it is KFC, KFC don't set up just anywhere. If it's Debonaires, they don't set up just anywhere. If it's King's Burger, it's my franchise. They don't just set up. So ndo uone your area kwa KFC, Debonaires, King's Burgers, Jet Collection. There's something unique about that area. Either geographically, behavioral, psychographically, or demographically. The income of that area may be very high income. Psychographically, the people of that area, they may have an attitude that they normally desire such products. Behavioral product, segmentation, geographically, so that is that. So we can draw that diagram and then I explain it. It may separate you two for aesthetics purposes so that at least with the corner sets out. Yes, online. Are you ready, Nieleze? Yes, online. You guys are ready? I can stop sharing the diagram. We discuss it. All right, say this. 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 The goal of market segmentation. The goal of market segmentation is to develop detailed profiles of each market segment. The goal of market segmentation is to develop detailed profiles of each market segments. Once these segments are clearly defined, the marketers choose the segment with the highest potential. The marketers choose the segment with the highest potential of buying their products and services. The marketers choose the segments with the highest potential of buying their goods and services. I don't like saying products and services. Just say goods and services because both are products, goods and services. A segment is a unit of the market. A segment is a unit of the market based on shared traits. A segment is a unit of the market based on the shared traits. Next one. Target. This is to purposefully aim at a segment. Target. This is to purposefully aim at a target, at a segment. This is to purposefully aim at a segment. Position. Market research. Position. See maybe position. Market research enables you to understand your 4 Ps in the segment position. Market research enables you to understand your 4 Ps in the segment. So underline the word segment, underline the word target, underline the word position, because we have a segment, we have to target, we have to position. So the segment is a unit of the market based on shared trades. The note is to target, purposefully aim at that segment. Target the segment. So for example, uko na KFC Mwiki, wamewa target. It's not random, wamewa target. Then what is the position? Market research enables you to understand your 4 Ps in the segment. How are you doing product-wise, price-wise, promotion-wise, and place-wise? You're successful. Are you creating any value? So, say this. The segmentation is based on, tuanzia kwanza, demographic segmentation. Tuanzia kwanza, demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation. You target customers based on variable searches. You target customers on variable searches. You target customers on variable searches. Age, gender, income, and education level. Age, income, gender, age, income, gender, and education level. See this. These variables influence the buying habits. These variables influence the buying habits of the customer. See this. It will also guide you on how, it will also guide you on the product to produce and how to price it. It will also guide you on the product to produce and how to price it. Who prefers fast food? Older people or younger people? Young people, sindio? Vitu healthy. Mwili manza kukataa, sindio? So if younger people prefer fast foods, so utapata ukiangalia soko, for example, Rogers, uko kwa industry ya hotel, ukiona your customers wengi ni young, you may have to introduce fast foods. Unaona pia? But if your customers wengi ni older, you may have to go for traditional foods. So hiyo ni based on demographics. Baadaye tutakuja kwa income. Unaweza kuja kwa income uone people who have high income, what do they prefer? The higher your income, these people are more sensitive to the kind of food that they eat. Then the less the income, the less the income, the less sensitive you are to what you eat. You eat what is available. Unaona sasa? Kuja kwa kitu kama gender. Males, what do we prefer? What do you prefer? Males. No. Then females, what do they prefer? Based on gender or the sex now, different genders prefer different foods. So the demographic factor in a influence can you produce and even how you price. Why are lady products lowly priced and men products are highly priced? You go based on gender na pia income na pia vitu zingine za demographic factor. So I can really discuss your point for the next 10 pages. Nikichukua tu income na discuss, nachukua hii na discuss. So each of those points is very discussable. Tutoke hapo. Tuende kwa the next one. Psychographic segmentation. Psychographic segmentation. Psycho ni PSYCHOGRAPHIC, psychographic segmentation. So this, divide the customers based on their personality. Divide the customers based on their personality, comma, lifestyle, comma, social status, comma, activities, comma, interest, comma, opinion and attitude. And nisikudanganye my friend, politicians wametufanyia hii, na that's why wametushika hivi. Wametuingia hapa. Unaona hapa? Not even not anything. Mind. They have captured our mind. Why? Because they are looking at our personality, lifestyle, social status, activities, interest, opinion, and attitude. This guy of mine is telling me this, yeah? Wakienda Syokimau, if they are giving out any gifts, they would give different gifts, things from Mavoko. Mavoko is in Athi River. So if they go to Mavoko, vitu wanapatiana huko ni tofauti na vitu wanapatiana Syokimau. Not even, leave alone the quality, different. Unaweza pata huko wanapatiwa matisho na kofia. Alafu side nyingine wanapatiwa wristband. Mtu wako Syokimau, avaitisho yako imechapa picha yako hapa, ana kofia, uongo. But mpe wristband, anaweza vaa. No, sasa. Then they go to Mavoko, wanachapana wase tisho na kofia. Na wao jamaa wanaziva immediately. So you see, it's psycho. Hey, that's stupid. Say it is. The above variables go to, how does the consumer perceive the product? How does the consumer perceive the product? How does the consumer perceive the product? What do they stand to gain? What do they stand to gain? And are they sensitive to price or not? And are they sensitive to price or not? And are they sensitive to price or not? Question mark. Product? Question mark. A product quality? Question mark. Are they sensitive to price or not? Question mark. Product quality? Question mark. So these people here, hello, ukiangalia psychographically, hello, ukiangalia kwa mind, yeah? There are people who are sensitive to quality and there are people not sensitive to quality. That's an element of being psychographic. And even inatopia na income, because the more income you have, the more you may be sensitive towards quality. The less income you have, the less you are sensitive towards quality. Niliwacheka story nilikuwa Dr. Mattress. Hiyo nimeambia ndio Dr. Mattress. Hiyo ni psychographic segmentation bana. They are not sensitive towards the price, they are sensitive towards the quality. So, let us go to the next one. The next one is behavioral segmentation. Behavioral segmentation. See this? You divide the customers based on purchasing reason, occasion or event, product benefits, and engagement levels. So this, when you have a loyal die-hard customer, it influences your marketing mix. When you have a loyal die-hard customer, it influences your marketing mix differently differently from a one-off buyer. From a one-off buyer. I say this. You may price your products differently based on events. You may price your products differently based on events. So nikuulize swali. Why is it that vitu za birthday, graduation, why are they expensive? It is one off. Na anajua ukikuja kwa hiyo duka kuna vitu za graduation, anajua utanunua tena. So how do they price it? Highly, ndio. How is the quality also? Very high. So unaona inakuinfluence. Tutoke hapo. Yeah, ndio hiyo bana. Anajua utarudi kununua ingine. Tumeangalia zote. Bado gani? Geographic, si ndio? Okay, geographic segmentation. The geographic segmentation. You divide the customers based on location, hyphen, national, international, and regional. National, international, and regional. Say this, different geographical areas, vary in culture, comma, income levels, and attitudes. So you can know niko ndani ya geographics, lakini navuta vitu za demographics, because your product inaweza kuwa iko both Kenya na Uganda. So how you deal with it is different, because what is the attitude of Kenyans towards alcohol? At the same time, what is the attitude of Tanzanians towards alcohol? Now we serve both markets. Sisi income level ya Tanzania iko wapi na income level ya Kenya iko wapi? So wakati unaangalia those two, inakuambia how you live in. Okay. Say this. Skip a line, say this. We have a new segmentation. We have a new segmentation called farmographic. Farmographic Navy. The word farm, F-I-R-M-O, F-I-R-M-O, farmographic segmentation. This is a B2B, business to business. This is a B2B, business to business. And B2C, business to customers. And B2C, business to customer model. So this, you target the market characteristics. Hyphen, the industry, hyphen, the number of employees, hyphen, the company size, the financial capability, and whether they are public or private. Tumeona hiyo farmographic. Yaani saizi Rogers unataka kufungua hoteli yako. Alafu unaanza kuchapa hesabu ya kuna hoteli ngapi Nairobi. Na hizo hoteli zina target nani? So unaanza kuona kama ni hoteli za fast food, hizo ziko hivi. Kama ni high end hotel 5 star kuna hizi. Kama ni 3 star kuna hizi. Okay, hawa wako na capability gani? So you're now analyzing the farms, Ndo ujioka kuja as a farm, unaweza ingia wapi? Hello. So that is called farmographic segmentation. And with that, we end our class today. When I meet you guys next time, nitaangalia the last subtopic kwa hii chapter inaitwa International Marketing and E-commerce. International Marketing and E-commerce. That's the last subtopic of this chapter. Nitaangalia hiyo. Yes, International Marketing and E-commerce. Yeah. Tukitoka hapa tunaenda the last topic. Into project management. Alafu, I believe within the next 2 weeks, actually mwezi kisha we will be done. And then next month, do lots of questions because we need to really do many questions. Okay, so guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your patience and time. Mwenye anataka kutumiwa link anione. Mwenye anataka huyu ninamjua,